In this video, I'm going to give you 3 very simple yet incredibly powerful daily habits that can 10x your revenue on Etsy. And the best part is these habits only take 15 minutes per day to complete. So whether you're brand new to Etsy or you're already seeing some traction, these micro habits are designed to unlock that next level of success. And here's the fun fact. The average Etsy buyer only spends about 2 minutes on a single listing, and that means you have an extremely small window to really turn their scrolling into a sale. When I first started my Etsy shop, I had 2 months without a single sale. I kept tweaking things randomly, hoping that something would stick, and then I realized that I just need to be taking my corporate e-commerce background and applying it to Etsy, and within 8 weeks from getting my first sale, I was already over $10,000 a month in revenue. The secret here was not a new product. It wasn't an ad strategy, but it was really these 3 micro habits that I stacked day after day. And at the very end, I'll show you a bonus strategy to drive viral traffic using social media and automation. Let's jump into hack number 1. And this one is all about maximizing what's already working. You do not need to reinvent your store and add new listings every day. You need to double down on what's working and remove anything that's slowing your customer down. First, you're going to go to your Etsy shop manager. Then you're going to go to your stats and click on listings. Now we're going to scroll down and we're going to sort the listings by views. This will show you which listings are getting the most attention. All right, step number 2 here is to pick the top performer with the lowest conversion. This does not have conversion on it. So this means we need to calculate this ourselves. So to calculate conversion, you will actually divide the orders. So like for this first one, 1,277 divided by the number of views. So that is a 0.6% conversion. Now this happens to be a viral Pinterest product. So that's the story there. So if you have listings that are getting thousands of views and no orders, that is a huge red flag. That means there's interest, but something is stopping people from buying. And that moves into step number 3. Let's remove the friction. And here is how we do that. First, we are going to reduce the customization overwhelm. If your listing offers 20 font options or 20 colors, simplify it to 3 font options and maybe 10 colors, because too many choices will kill your conversion rate. Secondly, we're going to use the Starbucks strategy, and this is through pricing of your variations. So what you're going to do here is add a premium priced option that makes your main product look like a no-brainer. Let's say you have gift boxes. You have a $30 option, a $45 option, and a $100 option. Maybe it's the deluxe version. That means you're going to draw more people into that middle option that looks like the best value. The third thing we want to do to improve conversion is to check our photos. Listings with lifestyle imagery convert up to 4 times better than ones with plain white backgrounds. No Amazon style photos here. We also want to make sure that we're swapping out any photos where the color of the product slightly differs from the thumbnail. We also want to remove mockups with outdated props. And lastly, to help your conversion rate here, you're going to want to rewrite your descriptions for mobile, because about 65% of Etsy purchases happen on mobile. We need to make sure those first few lines of your description really pop, only using short bullet points, anticipating questions, and pre-answering them. So to summarize, we are going to do this activity every day where we take 1 listing per day, just 1 listing that has high traffic, and we're going to take all the steps to improve its conversion rate. And with this, you're going to have your top 30 highest traffic listings optimized fully within a month. And that type of consistency will stack up fast. All right, on to hack number 2. And this one is so eye-opening. Most Etsy sellers never look at this. So we're going to go to our stats and we're going to sort by revenue for this one, $89,000 in revenue. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Now I might actually go ahead and click on lifetime for this. We're going to scroll down to the search terms. And this has really impacted my SEO decisions because it tells me what people are actually searching when it comes to finding my products. And a lot of these search terms I'm not even using in my listings. But if we add these terms to our listings, then the SEO in your listing will just be so much stronger. We are going to find the long tail keywords that really have brought in at least 20 or more visits, but that are not found in your titles or your tags yet. This is a really good hack. Notice when it says bridal shower ideas, the traffic didn't come from Etsy, it came from Google. So when you start to put SEO in there that people would Google, but maybe not put on Etsy, an Etsy search bar, you will get so much outside traffic from Google, it's insane. So So bridal shower ideas. This could be like birthday gift ideas, wedding decor ideas, gift ideas for boss, right? You wouldn't think to put that in your Etsy listing, but that will drive so much traffic from Google because that is how people search on Google. And remember, we are also getting traffic from Google to our shops. So to summarize, we're adding those high performing phrases to our SEO. And be smart about this. We're not just keyword stuffing or using irrelevant keywords. We're weaving them all in naturally. Now, a little pro tip here, don't change too many things on a listing at once if it is performing well. If you have a bestseller listing for your shop, I don't recommend touching the SEO at all. Instead, we're going to duplicate that listing and put the new SEO on the new listing because Etsy doesn't like when you change the SEO on your bestsellers. And hack number 3 is all about daily competitive sales tracking. And this is about staying one step ahead of your competition. Now, this is so simple, but most sellers don't do it. Step 1 to doing this is to identify your top competitors. So search your best performing keywords and take note of who appears on page 1 consistently. I would recommend picking 3 to 5 shops that are similar to yours and sitting right next to you. Step 2 is to track their order count daily. Every day, visit their shop homepage and look at the order number under their shop name. I did this for years, and this literally took 60 seconds, but it would tell me that I'm outpacing my competition. Now, what do you do with this information? Here's the trick. Do not copy your competition. If you see another shop outpacing you, it is tempting to think, well, I'll just copy what they're doing. That is not the way to win. You're just chasing someone else's success. You will never be as good when you're doing that. You will never catch up when you're doing that. If their sales are rising faster than yours, what you need to do is actually look for inspiration outside of Etsy. You need to become the market leader in something new that they don't currently have. You can use Pinterest, niche forums, or even look at trending hashtags on TikTok, just as a few examples here. Now, here's a little bonus hack number 4, and this is combining batch content creation with automation. If you are not doing this, you are seriously missing out on a ton of traffic. Step 1 is to batch 5 reels weekly. Once a week, just block off 60 minutes, film 5 Instagram or TikTok reels, and focus on a few things: before and after transformations, behind the scenes of making or designing product, your customer testimonials, or maybe user-generated content, but you want to keep it real and raw. These will outperform overproduced content. Step number 2 is to then connect ManyChat. So we'll use ManyChat to automate responses. We'll set up trigger words like link, gift, 10 off, whatever it is, so that then people will comment or DM you that word and automatically get the product link that you wanted to send them. And here's just a screenshot of my automations, and you can see how many times each one has gone out, as well as the click-through rate. So you get so much good data from this. And you'll want to make sure that you're using your share and save links so that you don't pay Etsy fees on the transactions that come from ManyChat. And honestly, that should more than cover the cost of having ManyChat itself. And the third step for this being successful is to use viral language. So in your captions or your voiceovers, use language like save this for later, tag someone who would love this. And these CTAs, or calls to action, they encourage engagement and sharing. We have reels that get millions of views. And then thanks to ManyChat, we drive thousands of visits to our opt-in links or our YouTube videos. And through those links, we end up acquiring hundreds and hundreds of customers. Especially if you are focusing on building up social media, ManyChat is so worth it. Now, if you're still struggling to get the views and clicks, don't worry, I do have another video that shows you how to fix your photos and your SEO, which you should watch next. I'll put it up on the screen so we can keep building your Etsy business together.